we have Fredo. It is our very first day of Puppy K. I'm very, very excited to get on this with him. So I see a lot of our goals on file, and we're going to start work on some of those today. Good boy. And then also just some of this excitement a little bit and how we can control that in that puppy way, and also just general excitement. I see we're a little reactive towards other dogs in just an excitement way. And you are a loud, excited beagle, I hear ya. Fredo! Good. So today our first thing is really about conditioning that clicker, what that means when he's doing the right thing. We'll be using a clicker here because there will be multiple trainers with him, so I want to make sure that we're consistent with everything. For you can use a clicker at home, or you can also use that yes cue, so when he does that right thing that we want, yes, followed by that reward. Try our best to make sure that if we do have food on us, we're not immediately putting food in here. Right now with that recall, I do that sometimes just to get that attention on us, but we want to try our best. Yes, good boy. Sometimes I'll pair them together just on accident, not for any specific training purpose, just because I'm used to putting that out there. Good boy. So really right now, my focus is on shaping those good behaviors rather than asking for them. So I think we already pretty much know a sit as he's doing it for me, with no verbal cue though. So we can continue working on the verbal cue for our sits and downs, but something that is even more important is just rewarding for him choosing to do that. So I have some toys with us today too, which is kind of why we're frustrated and whining, because he wants to get that from me. Good boy. What's that about? So I want to reinforce for those good things that we want to see. Maybe if you like the other toys that I have, not fully sure what we're beagle barking about. And these ones? So even with that jumping, pretty bad jumper here. I'm not sure how we are at home. That is completely fine for us to be a little bit of a puppy jumper here. Yeah, you like that one, huh? But when he is jumping on it, I want to make sure we're taking a step back. I see a lot of advice of turning our back and not giving him attention, which is also what I want us to do to have that behavior extinguished. But if he's continuing to jump up and we turn our back, if he's still making that contact with us, that can still be really reinforcing. I think he's looking for you at the moment because we're a lot of whining, not super engaged with training, which is okay. It's our very first day, kind of wanting to go out there. Where am I with that? The jumping thing, huh? Good boy, you came back to me, that's good. Sit. Good boy, good job. So again, today is just about building our relationship, conditioning that clicker, rewarding those good behaviors. And that's what I want to see from us, especially that jumping again, taking a step back instead of turning our back or still staring at him. We want to make sure that those behaviors are extinguished and they're replaced with other behaviors that we want to see from him. Exactly like that sit, like that down, like that forward flow. And especially with an excitable, good boy, hey, I have this for you. Especially with our excitable young puppy, that is a lot more, building that engagement and offering of engagement is a lot more important than the sits, good boy, the sits and downs on verbal cues, because we can get to that later. I want to see Fredo! Good boy. Our start on recall, so with our name recognition, just starting with that, and then we can build in those really strong recall words later. And I want to see him offering. Even right now, he's looking at me. You've seen good boy. I've marked a couple times of him just staring at me because I want him to be engaged with me rather than wanting to go outside and having all that whining behavior. I want him to be engaged with me, and those offering of the sit, especially when I walk up to him. Good boy. Building the expectation of everything that makes him jump. So I mean, you can even write this on a document. Thinking of everything that makes him want to jump up or bark or get all excited, and turning it into the cue to sit. So exactly me walking into him turns him into a cue to sit. Me going, hi, Fredo, turns into a cue to sit. We mark a reward for that. Good boy. But then we also build those verbal cues with him. Fredo! Good boy. So you can see he's got a lot of recognition with his name now. And that's when I'll mark when he gets to me at that name recognition. And then we'll build it good. We'll build in those strong recall words later. something we're super working on, but I know leash walking is something that we do want to work on. So building that reinforcement history of being next to us is something that is really important. I've said a lot of things. Good. Our main thing today, and what I'm going to continue doing, is offering those good behaviors, rewarding the sit, building that verbal cue. Sit. Good boy. With that sit, and then also just our name recognition. We're just kind of going to practice this over and over again until our session is over, but building that. Good boy. Those good behaviors. That's a good boy. And that engagement with us, and we'll continue seeing a lot more progress. Sit. Good. So that's the last thing I want to leave us on, is if we ask for a verbal cue and he does not do it, same with our name recognition, all we want to do at this stage is make sure that he is actually completing that. So I don't want to ask for him to sit, he doesn't do it, I ask him again. I want to make sure I ask for sit, he doesn't do it, I re-lure him back into it, or I bring him back into that sitting position. Same with our name, Fredo! Good boy. Any type of prompting between our name recognition and our good boy. Oh, I threw it. It's over here. Any type of prompting between our name recognition and him actually completing the task of coming to you. So I don't want to name, and say with recall. We got to get in the habit of that. I don't want to recall, and him actually never come. I want to recall, make sure that we're doing anything to get him to us at this stage of training when we were 5 months old. Just building those patterns. Verbal cue means that it is completed, which means that he gets a reward. Fredo! Good boy. There's an Amazon delivery out there too, so that was awesome. Good boy. Good job. And I gotta go get that package. So we'll see you next time. We're continuing working through the rest of our session.